Hello everyone. In this lesson, we'll be making our application multi-page. Right now, we have a page with all the ideas, and we want to add a page for a single idea and enable navigation from the list to that page. For this, we need something that allows us to do routing. What does routing allow us to do? It shows the corresponding interface based on a certain address. Typically, React developers often use React Router, though many complain that it's overstuffed with unnecessary features, and I agree. However, it has what we need, and we will use it. There are many alternatives, like a very minimalist router, but it's missing some features, so additional coding is required. Some custom wrappers if you use it. There's a rich router, and you can check out something else. Actually, React Router is pretty decent. Yes, your bundle, that is, the final JS file, will be a bit hefty, but it's not a big deal. In general, we'll use that one. If you don't like it, you can try another, but in this lesson, I'll use this one. All right, let's start programming. Let's start with a template. We currently have this page, and we want to create a page for a single idea. Let's just create it first. Okay, it will be called View Idea Page. All right, let's go in. Well, its content will be like this. View Idea Page. So, what will we have here? A header with a title, idea description, and some text. All right, let's save it. Now we need to add it to our application, just under this one. So, 1, export it. Saved. Let's see what we have. Well, as expected, we have a list of ideas, and below it, this idea. We're going to use React Router so that this idea is on the main page, and on pages like idea, Nick, we'll have our page. All right, let's install React Router. So we will install it in a web application. pnpm vi, this is a transfer to our web app, install React Router DOM and React DOM. These are the dependencies we need. Let's install them. And let's start wrapping. Wrapping what? Our application. So our pages should be aware of the routes we have. So it's done like this. Wrapped and imported. Like this. Now, import. Good. So now we need to make our pages available at this address. For now, within this wrap, we've just indicated that we have this React Router. Our pages are not yet linked to the routes. Let's connect them. How is it done? We write root, path. Well, okay, main page. All ideas page. Exactly right. And, well, almost. Ideas. And our parameter will be idea nickname. View idea page. Okay. And let's see what we get with this code. So, on the main page, we see a list of all ideas. Let's see what nicknames they have. Yes, it's defined on the backend. Got it? Now, let's say we go to the third idea. Going to the third idea. And we see nothing. Why do we see nothing? Because our path is incorrect. It should be ideas. Oh, and we see an idea. Good. The only thing is that for now all ideas have the same root. Well, not a root, but the same content. So, now let's make it so that depending on our URL, we understand on which page we are and can display the corresponding idea. For now, We won't connect this to the backend. We'll just insert at least our nickname. Now let's go to the view idea page and do the following. Const idea nick equals use params. Now, use params, React router DOM. Good. And it tells us that it's either a string or undefined. But we actually know specifically enough that on this page we have parameters like these. What is indicated here with a colon falls into the parameters. Here, in fact, there can be all sorts of different parameters. There can be many. Here, there will be an additional parameter ASD. But all this can be read in the docs. And during the course, we will make more than one page and sort this out. Okay, let's pass the correct type to it. Let's say that this thing returns the idea nick string. Yes, and that way it will be clearer to us. Well, for now, we'll just output the idea nick in the headers. Okay, secure. Looking, here we have the nicknames substituted. But right now, this thing doesn't know what nicknames exist. So you can write anything and it'll appear here. Later we'll link it with the backend. If there's a nickname, it will be displayed. And if there's no nickname, it will show us an error. Error 404. All right, then later. Let's make it so you can click on ideas in the list and go to the ideas page. For this, we go to the All Ideas page. We use a special component called link, which is also provided to us by React Router. Entered the link. And now we need to make this link in the title. Okay, link. It has a property too. And we need to define where we need to lead. It will be IDS and adink. That should work. Let's see. So, let's go to the main page. That's it. They turned into links. We click and it takes us where we want. You see, everything works very fast without reloading. Very good. All right, so what's the catch now? You see, we're essentially setting the style of our URLs. Here in the link, we must take it into account. We need to understand its parameters. Right here. Additionally, in apt.sex, we also have this path set. It's inconvenient. Eventually, you might want to change this URL, quite possibly like this. And you'll have to search for all lines with this mention. Well, it's not good. It's not good. That's why I think we should create a separate file where we list all our routes and just reference it elsewhere. Use it. Let's do it. And for this. So, one moment. And for this, let's create folders, libfile routes in the web app. Routes.ts. All right. And what will we write in it? Well, the first line is very simple. Get all ideas root. It will be our root. In the future, who knows, this might change. Suddenly, we might have a landing page at the root. And here we'll have all ideas at the address simply ideas. But so far, this is our main page, and we're satisfied with that. Now, a slightly more complex route with parameters. This is the getViewIdea route. Yes, and this will also be a function, but it will accept parameters. It will contain an idea nickname, and this idea nickname is a string, and at the address /ideasidea nickname. All right, now let's apply these functions in place. So, look, in app.toEnt, we need it to, well, it's clear. We just apply the getAllIdeas route here. There's nothing complicated here. But here, we need to end up with this kind of string. For this, we also do use root, getViewIdea root. And here we need to pass the idea nick, but not the idea nick itself, rather this template of it, so it will look like this. Now, this URL is also used on the page with all ideas, but here we pass in a real idea nick, not a template. Okay. And, so, okay. Then I don't quite like this situation either, but we'll deal with it in another lesson because here we again have to kind of remember which variable parameters we have in paths and specify them forcibly here. In general, we will work a lot with this roots file, and there will be a lot of interesting things related to TypeScript. Well, for now, let's just start. We'll do everything primitively. So, all right, we set up the roots. Set up the roots. We check that we haven't broken anything. Yes, everything works. There's a page. And just as an example, yes, how convenient it will be to change everything later. Implemented IDS 1.2.3. Changed it in one place, and yet everything works. We switch to IDS 1.2.3, and this page exists. I think this is very good. So, we've understood the basic term with roots. Thank you. Let's move on.